RuPaul's Drag Race, not about cars at all. It's actually about sexy women.
Beautiful girls.
It's one of these hot Filipino and Mexican girls just shaking their asses.
The Edmonton comedy going community doesn't know what they're...
No, they missed out on what I thought.
They don't deserve that kind of stuff.
That was an old joke I used to do like 2 years ago that I brought back because I thought it was going to crush in the moment. And then they were all like, what?
Did they not get it?
I think there was a couple, like, I don't know.
It is about beautiful women. What are you talking about?
It might have been a room of guys being like, what? But like, I don't know. I've never had that like not hit.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was just weird. And then it was just this horrible situation where I looked like a freak. Because either they know what I'm talking about and they're just like, they don't want to cry. I don't know. It was just so strange. I was trying to think back on the set and be like, how could I have fixed that? But I was like, I don't know.
I feel like that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it turns out RuPaul's Drag Race is actually about sexy ladies shaking ass.
Sexy ladies. Because it is.
It is.
It's funny because it's true.
You can laugh because it's real.
Who among us has not clicked on RuPaul's Drag Race expecting to watch Cars and ended up jacking off?
Touching their penis. Touching on their penis.
I can't believe how scantily clad these beautiful women are.
Wow, those ladies look good. Wow.
Wow, I can't believe how hot all these girls are.
Wow. I'm George Takei, and look at all these sexy girls.
These beautiful girls.
Hello, guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, Roy Cohn. Yeah, no, it's great to be here. You ladies look all gorgeous. Do these ladies fuck the judges? Roy, these are men. Yeah, right. Yeah,
sure,
my question stands. Sure.
You know, I never have really been into girls before, but
something
about these ones is really changing my perspective.
Wow, I've never seen women who look like you before. That's weird. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, my brother-in-law, his wife is from Brazil. She doesn't look like you. She doesn't have your build. That's weird.
Yeah, actually, my permanent roommate I've had for the last 8 years is also from Brazil. That's pretty funny.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, the guy I rent my attic to, Ignacio, is also Brazilian. So that's weird that he doesn't look like you. That's odd to me. What's your name?
Sandra Smoke.
Wow, that's
beautiful.
That's really interesting. I've also never met a woman with a name like that.
I was wondering if you needed some legal representation, perhaps.
Always.
Maybe we could draw up a contract in my private quarters.
I've got a hotel here in San Diego, so maybe we could do up like a 3 a.m. meeting of some kind about legal representation.
Yeah, they're really not making Roy Cohn style guys anymore, to my knowledge.
No, not like that. Where they're like I feel like they are, but they're John Waters.
Yeah.
You know, but they're not making guys who are like, to the grave, I'm not gay.
Right.
You know, they're not making guys who will literally die before they admit they're gay.
Yeah, despite it being
so
really obvious,
so clear.
Despite surrounding themselves by pool boys in Speedos.
Always wearing like a silk robe in their house.
And like grabbing random guys' thighs and stuff.
And like doing like Speedo sit-up sessions in a legal meeting.
Well, and also just like at a big party full of people going upstairs and getting fucked in the ass by like 5 guys.
That's how real of an OG Don was, though. In the movie, he goes in, he sees that, he goes, anyway.
All right.
Okay. I mean, okay. Not how I do it, but okay.
That movie was really good.
It's so funny. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. It's really funny, man.
Yeah, it was one that I kind of gave a pass at first.
Yeah.
Because I assumed it would just be some like TDS hit job.
Yeah.
And there were like elements of that.
There are clearly moments where they're doing that.
But then I heard that the director got in trouble for groping a woman. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something to this.
And there is. It's like, if it's supposed to be like a hit job,
yeah.
Dawn
doesn't end up looking that bad. Like, other than the marital rape scene, which I don't think they really had like anything to base that on.
No. Yeah, beyond that, it's...
He kind of seems fine.
A lot of the stuff he does where people are like, you're really going to do that? It's like just sort of smart business moves. And you're like, sure, maybe it's
that big a deal.
Maybe it's a little cold, but it's like, that's how anyone does anything.
Yeah.
You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet.
And yeah, it was kind of one of those situations like Crystal Castles where I never really fucked with them. And then there was a big YouTube hit piece that the guy who I always thought was Indian, turns out he was just an immensely swarthy Italian.
Okay, well, that's an extremely reasonable...
But it turned out he was keeping the girl hostage the whole time.
Oh, really? To make like beep boop computer music?
Well, it's actually kind of perfect because their music all sounds like Princess Peach has been captured in Bowser's castle.
Yes, it does.
And it's sort of thematically appropriate that was essentially what was happening.
You ever met such a new tech neo queen? You ever met a new tech neo queen so beautiful you have to take her hostage?
You're hostage to make beep boop computer music.
Cool computer tunes.
But I never really fucked with them. But then I saw that and I was like, I mean, I'll give them a listen, I guess. And then it's like, this is kind of good.
It is pretty good. Crystal Castles is pretty nice.
And it probably wouldn't have been so good if she wasn't like a prisoner.
Yeah, if she was there voluntarily, the music would be certainly weaker.
And if you listen to the music with that in mind, it's like it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like listening to Prince after you find out he had sex with guys, and you're like,
What? No way.
And you're like, this makes a lot more sense. I thought he was a straight guy doing all this. How can we scream at each other?
It was... We need to bring back the good old days.
In what sense?
Where the friends of Dorothy kind of keep it to themselves. Like when Elton John goes on TV and people will be like, "What are you talking about? He's gay."
Yeah, he's just creative.
He just likes big wacky glasses.
He's a rock star. That was people's explanation for a lot of it. They were like, he's a freaking rock star.
Because I think Prince was another one. But then you see pictures of him wearing like proto like Lululemon. Like, all right.
He was dressed like a cyclist. He's in a cyclist at his house. Yeah. And you're like, oh. Yeah, that is so funny how, I mean, that goes back to Roy Cohn about just guys, like, they don't really make guys who will just never admit they're gay until they're dead.
Yeah, because like George Santos has been in the news recently.
Right, yeah.
Who's sort of a modern analog.
Kind of, yeah.
Of like just a kind of liar gay guy. Yeah. Although like significantly less competent at it.
Yes.
But if he was just like obviously gay.
Yeah.
But just kind of like, no, I have a wife.
Yeah. They don't like, as far as celebrities go, like I'm sure there's guys like that out there that you know and have met, but like, they're not making famous dudes who are just like, what the hell? Where's my freaking wife? You know?
My freaking wife here.
Here, come for dinner with me and my wife. My wife and I would love to have you.
I'm like, I guess my wife is sick, actually.
She's upstairs in bed. She's tired. This is our butler, Enrique.
He'll be joining us.
My wife is bedridden with mumps. My wife has gout. She's in bed.
Yeah. She wishes she could be here, but stupid bitch has mumps.
What is mumps?
I don't know.
That's like an old-timey disease,
I assume it's like lumps you get on you, but that might just be because it like rhymes. You know,
mumps.
you get your lumps from mumps.
Right.
But
my wife's been fucking a lot of homeless guys.
So she has mumps.
She's got
bitch.
mumps and a rash. So she's locked up in bed. My wife's been fucking this vampire named Nosferatu. So she's stuck in bed.
But luckily my friend Enrique is here.
I invited the neighbor guy over. His name's Henry.
Just sitting in the same armchair.
Henry's sitting on his lap.
And he's 15.
I invited the stupid little poor neighbor kid over so I can feed him. You're just over there with your wife like, oh, okay. Oh, good.
Yeah. It's like your coworker.
That's a wife's coworker ass hangout. That's such a like, we should go hang out with my coworker. Yeah. My coworker Darcy. And you're like, oh, okay. And then
we'll hang out with my coworker Darcy and his wife. He's
the most sinister ass freak gay guy you've ever met. Yeah, my wife's freaking sick. She has polio.
But I invited some of the neighbor kids over.
It's like you go to dinner, it's Neverland Ranch. He's got like a Ferris wheel in his room.
Yeah, it's all decorated like fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse.
My wife's tired.
Yeah, weird toys and shit everywhere.
Yeah, the dinner table's like big blocks with letters on it. And it has a mouth on one end, but instead of like a big smile, the mouth is like it's like open for like a cock.
Yeah, and it's just all like you get served like pizza, grilled cheese and stuff.
Yeah, my cook's working right now. So what do you guys want, pizza or hot dogs?
That's all I know how to make. It's like pizza, hot dogs, and chicken nuggets.
And I can make like a smoothie that's a sort of a butt cleanse. Do you guys want a butt cleanse smoothie? You're there with your wife, like, holy fuck. And then like halfway through dinner, he like kisses the kid's neck. You're like, she's like, he's gay. What are you being homophobic? You're like, no, he just kissed his neck. I saw.
I was like, why is he kissing his neck? He's got a wife.
Your girlfriend's like, stop. He's got a wife. What are you doing? And you're like, just some kiss his neck. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. Me and Henry have to go away for a while.
Entertain yourself. Me and Henry. I have to walk Henry home.
Goes upstairs. Like.
I'll be right back. Boom, 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 boom. And then you just hear like a hockey fight upstairs. You just hear like him getting like thrown into a dresser or something. God damn.
I wonder how accurate The Apprentice was about Roy Cohn.
I looked at pictures of Roy Cohn after, and it looks like 100% accurate.
He was a bit more freakish in real life, no?
Yeah, it was 100% accurate,
He's
if not generous.
He was a little goblinoid.
He had a big like pickle nose. Yeah.
The Jeremy Strong's great.
Yeah, he
I
does
feel like
it so
he's a
good.
guy who gets a lot of mileage out of having kind of a weak chin.
And a big nose, and just kind of being that guy who's like he does Roy Cohn in Succession all the time. When people talk to him, his response a lot of the time is just being like, okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sure, yeah, okay,
yeah,
yeah, okay, sure.
See, after I watched that movie, I kind of wanted more Roy Cohn.
Yeah.
I looked him up, and apparently he's a big character in Angels in America.
Oh,
Played by, I believe, Al Pacino.
wow. So he's sort of like the Joker for bi Italian actors.
Yeah. And, I might try and plow through Angels in America more at some point in the future.
Yeah.
But I watched about 10 minutes, and it was like a Jewish writer guy in New York having to tell his boyfriend he has AIDS.
Jeez, how does Roy Cohn get mixed up in all this? I'm feeling to see how Roy Cohn gets in here.
How does a straight Republican lawyer get involved?
How does a based hetero Republican lawyer like Roy Cohn get involved in this sort of mess?
Yeah, and apparently he's in. I think it was Al Pacino. I didn't actually get to his part because I watched the first 5 to 10 minutes, and I was like,
"Oh, Donnie,
okay.
I have pancreatic cancer, Donnie."
I'm pretty sure it was Al Pacino.
That makes sense. But what year was that?
I think that's from the 90s. It's like a mini series.
Okay, I was picturing 70s Pacino. 90s Pacino's a little bit goblinoid for, well, maybe perfect, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, literally the first 5 minutes is I feel like we've talked in the past about how the gay Jewish writer in New York is a somewhat overrepresented character archetype.
Right.
And it was literally that, but I think it was, his boyfriend was all like, "I've got AIDS." It's like, oh.
There's a spider right there. Right here. He's coming down right between us. Do you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, dude.
Cool.
You can snatch it, eat it.
Hope it's not poison.
Yeah, I hope it's not poison. I hope neither of us are scared of spiders.
Yeah, this is sort of a feat of strength episode.
I'm not even going to do anything with that spider right there.
Yeah.
Can you leave a comment if you can see the spider?
I wonder if it's picking up.
The Eye of the Spider.
Eye of the Spider.
Do you ever see that Minecraft parody?
No.
Eye of the Spider?
No, I haven't.
That one's another certified classic. That one's really good. Play Minecraft. Oh, he's getting a little low there.
Getting kind of distracted by the spider.
Yeah, we might have to kill you, big guy.
Let's see. Go back up.
Get up. Go back onto the ceiling, wherever you came from.
Go back out of sight, out of mind.
No, he's going lower. Wow, he's really doing a...
All right.
We're going to have to deal with this at some point. Should we catch him in the tube?
In the fleshlight.
Should we trap him in the fleshlight?
What if I accidentally use it later and get a bite?
True. What if I accidentally use the flashlight? What if I think this is like my penis cream, and I use the flashlight by accident?
My special penis cream. you know how it goes.
You know about all sorts of lotions and creams. I use them to keep my penis healthy, and that's it, right? And that's it, right? So don't even worry about anything else I might be doing with it.
And actually, Enrique, it's for medical reasons. He has to apply it with his mouth.
And yeah, Enrique and I both take the similar medicine, but that's because we have ADHD.
We both have very similar cases of severe ADHD.
That's what PrEP is for. It's for preparing yourself for ADHD fits. Fits of ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm prone to bouts of ADHD.
ADHD.
ADHD. Senator, this is Bernie Sanders having ADHD. Bernie Sanders having fake TikTok ADHD would be kind of funny.
That would be swag,
He's in Congress. He's like stimming. He's 90.
There was speaking of senators with mental disorders, there's a big article on John Fetterman that came out today.
About what did they say about him?
Basically, it sounds like he's like significantly more retarded than anybody thought. And like he's prone to just kind of like wandering aimlessly around and like knocking people over and like
really?
Going into like catatonia.
Does he or does he not like communicate via like iPad?
Yes, that's true. That everybody knew that he was basically a 6'9" iPad kid since his stroke.
Who's gonna tell him all this? Is anyone telling him this?
I don't know. That might be why they had to write the article, and all his like Senate staffers are leaking.
You're gonna be like, John, guess what they're saying about you?
Since he got a stroke, he became obsessively pro-Israel, and and like some days will just like sit not talking all day, and some days he'll wander around, and
it's really funny to look like that and be like that.
His wife will show up trying to figure out where he is because it's his kid's birthday, and he'll disappear for 3 days, but say he went to go like visit his friend's grave who died in 1993 on his kid's birthday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whatever they hit Fetterman with was like nuclear grade.
Yeah, they hit him with the pro-Israel gun perhaps a little too hard.
Holy shit. Wow, yeah, they got him bad.
Yeah.
Because you'd think like before it's like, oh, he's the guy who wears hoodies because he's like, it's on purpose and he's the working man. When more often than not, I would imagine he's wearing a hoodie because he like just woke up at like a bus stop or something. And
I think like literally.
And he's like, oh shit, I have Congress right now.
Well, I guess he's the most like tardy senator. Like
in more ways than one, I would assume.
Yeah,
tardy.
Both in the sort of like dictionary definition of he just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
But also in the more colloquial version of he's kind of retarded.
Kind of which, hey, you know what? Finally, some like representation in Congress.
Yeah.
For like just sort of spacey head injury guys.
Head injury ogre guys.
It's like space cadet ogre head injury guys are represented finally.
And it said he'll read news articles while driving. And like while driving really fast and like occasionally getting into accidents.
Is he on kind of like Gary Busey mode?
It kind of seems like it, yeah. Like he's just a severely brain damaged giant oaf in the halls of power.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
That we have literally like a temperamental bridge ogre. No, give John an apple. Like the ogre from the first Harry Potter and the fucking women. Troll in the gender neutral bathroom.
There was even a thing in the article. It was saying that like his staff is concerned because he like, oh, little guy's going up.
He's going up again.
That he like only eats fast food. And that also he seems to have persistent problems with severe dehydration.
God, I love a guy with one of one problems.
Yeah. Like being 55 and struggling with dehydration.
Like living in a first world country and being 55 and having it be such a problem that it's like noted that it's like, oh, he's like frequently dehydrated.
Came up a couple of times in the article.
That's so awesome. Yo, John, is someone getting water in John?
Yes, John drank his water today.
God.
I've seen John's been eating a lot of chips. Has he eaten some water too?
That is the most like chip guy. Hey, you got chips?
Well, I'm not thirsty.
I don't want water.
I'm actually not even thirsty right now.
Well, I don't want my water. I want the Coke. Give me the Coke.
Well, you're not gonna. He's probably not even drinking Coke.
What do you think he's drinking?
Probably nothing.
He seems like he drinks like cream soda. Yeah. He's like, oh man, I saw a comedian go on stage the other day with a pint glass of cream soda. Like it wasn't nothing.
Just a pint glass of it?
A big cup of cream soda. He went on stage.
And it was like the bright pink version?
Yep. He went up, he acted like he wasn't even doing that. I was losing my mind at the back. I was like, did you guys really, you're going on stage with a full cup of
cream soda is a really like borderline soda.
Yeah. Well, it's also crazy to drink after you're telling a joke and you laugh and to have a sip like you're cool, but it's cream soda. It's just like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, and cream soda is kind of nasty. Like,
yeah.
in circumstances, sometimes you get like an ice cold cream soda.
It can be okay.
And it's okay.
I don't think I've had one in fucking 15 years, though.
I would never really seek one out.
No. I'm getting Diet Coke.
And like a warm cream soda is maybe the worst of all
That's
sodas.
undrinkable.
Yeah, because it's just like gummy syrup.
Dump that down the sink. That's undrinkable. But yeah, John Fetterman. He also is the star of one of my favorite images of all time, which is his
Yeah, especially when you get the kind of pixel. I'd like to imagine his actual portrait in Congress is kind of like compressed and pixelated.
He's like this.
But I feel like you always send me the version that's kind of fucked up and compressed looking. And this makes it all the better.
He's the most like just fuck me up guy. His whole shit is he's the most like you talk like a fag and your shit's all retarded.
Well, and the thing with him too is I feel like if he didn't have a stroke, he probably would be president. Like not now,
he might still be.
He might. If he hadn't had the stroke, I would honestly put money on him in like 2028 or 2032.
Yeah.
Because being a big fat ogre guy in a hoodie who like protects trans kids, but like
loves Israel.
Yeah.
That's a
like,
lot.
Likes guns and stuff. It's actually a pretty powerful political archetype that probably would have done well.
Yeah.
That's
sort of
he
a
might
rare.
still be, despite being a 56-year-old retarded iPad kid.
That's so funny. Like, I don't know. I feel like the American people might fuck with like a big, temperamental bridge ogre guy.
Big brain damage. Well, yeah. I mean, especially if he wasn't obviously brain damaged.
Yeah.
I think they would.
Well, I think they might anyway.
It's true.
He might if he goes for 2028, they might be like, you know what? That's me as hell.
Yeah.
You know what, y'all? That's me as hell. That John Fetterman's just like me, y'all.
Yeah, it's just.
Just say their eyes are looking in different directions.
Because getting at that point, he has to get like wheeled around in a big like Wall-E chair, big giant family-sized drum of chips.
He's got big drum of chips and an iPad with one of those like free kids soundboards. That's like, John Fetterman, what do you plan to do about Israel? Yes. Hungry.
I'm sorry, I need this for my auditory processing issues. And then he's clearly playing Fruit Ninja on.
He's got the like split screen shit on the iPad. He's watching Mr. Beast videos
at full volume.
He's got his press conference announcing Mr. Beast. He should just like lean into being like an iPad baby kid who has to watch like brain rot content and stuff.
Yeah,
Chicken jockey.
Because of my condition, I have to be watching Bluey. Bluey's actually the only thing that can calm me down.
I have to watch XQC stream Fortnite and donate. I have to donate your tax dollars to the XQC.
Yeah, he starts walking around with AirPods in all the time, but you can clearly hear like I Show Speed barking coming through.
He starts making TikToks, day in my life as a neurodivergent president. as the neurodivergent president of the United States.
And then I pushed the nuke Gaza button.
And he has like it's all captioned because he says he's nonverbal today.
Apparently he literally does have. He needs a little like.
Some days
I'm
I go
nonverbal
out
today
and get
slider.
McDonald's. Other days I'm too shy. Sad emoji. And it's him like this.
Now I have to go back to the hospital to get new pills.
Back to the hospital for voluntary dialysis. My advisors say new blood is good. Damn. I love John Fetterman.
Yeah, he's pretty swag.
His Senate picture is the funniest one anyone's ever taken ever.
He just because he's
His unibrow is totally untreated.
well, it's sort of like a unibrow, but like typically a unibrow is sort of like a hair thing. Yeah. With him, it's more of just like a big roll of flesh above his eyes.
His big Neanderthal overhang brow
Yeah,
is totally hairy.
like, I don't know if does the hair actually cross?
I'll find it right now.
Because I think it's just he's got like a big fold on his head.
Let me look up John Fetterman's Senate photo.
Because I think it's just he's got a roll of fat or like bone above his head.
I'm pretty sure he's got a full brow. Oh, Damn, dude, I can't even look at this guy. Okay, well, his other one, he looks a little bit... They just don't make, like, Hodor-ass guys like this.
Well, they do.
Well, yeah, but not...
There, John Fetterman.
Him in the biggest shirt of all time. He's wearing the world's biggest
circus tent ass shirt.
He always, like, does he not? He's in the Senate. He doesn't have a tailor. I forgot for the picture. He's in a Carhartt vest.
I think they specifically passed a rule that men need to wear like suits to Congress. If I remember, I'll try and put that on the screen.
But you're
there.
right. He doesn't actually have a unibrow. I've only seen the fucked up pixelated version where it kind of looks like he has one.
Yeah,
He does just have a huge fold between
over his eyes. Yeah.
So in my version that I have that I keep for myself on my hard drive, that's fucked up and pixelated.
Yeah.
The like pixels sort of look like a unibrow, and I just
Right.
always assumed I had never seen him in high res before.
Yeah. No, it's just a fold.
It's a cool fold.
Just a face fold. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of like foldy ass Americans out there that would really appeal.
I feel like most of the American like labor force looks like that.
I think
Like that, but like Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah. And like instead of being 6'9", they're 4'11".
Oh no, my daughter told me I'm neurodiverging.
Man, I see on the news the president is neurodiverge, and my daughter been saying like maybe I am too. So apparently I need to like watch videos on my iPad.
Sir, I would love to get this roofing up to the roof, but my ADHD is very bang right now. So because I'm neurodiverging, I have to take a stimming. I have to do stimming, sir. Excuse me, sir. The iPad kid, fucking 4'11" Mexican with a like wide brim hat. He's he's like a pest control guy. He's got an iPad on a lanyard around his neck. In a big purple case with handles.
Yeah.
So I have to hit my stim buttons on my iPad for a second, sir.
Then I will be good again.
Then I will deal with the mousetraps around your property. But for a while, I have to stim here.
And it's one of those like Newground games where you like touch a pussy or whatever.
He's playing Five Nights at Freddy's mobile. Oh, so scary. Oh no, Freddy. Close the door. He almost got me.
Yeah, playing fucking iPad Minecraft.
Dude,
Okay, I just need to build my castle a bit more, actually.
being a little Mexican playing Five Nights at Freddy, being like 47 and Mexican.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, it's Freddy. He's trying to get me.
Man, I'm so freaking scared right now, actually.
Oh my god, close the door. He almost got me. Ah. These are so scary. He's at work on a construction site in the break room, just like, these are so scary, man. Oh my god.
Like up on some scaffolding. I can't believe how scary it is, man.
Watch out, Freddy coming, dude. Ah!
Was Freddy the bad guy?
Freddy? Yeah.
I've never played those games.
And you call yourself a gamer.
You're not a true gamer.
You never played Five Nights at Freddy's?
Call yourself a gamer and you've never played Jackbox?
You never played, what's the... never mind. Kahoot?
I've never even heard. I'm such a fake gamer. I've never even heard of that one.
That's a new... That's like a classroom game.
Oh,
that
okay.
teachers busted out.
But it's like for your iPad?
No, it's for like fun. Like it was a thing like in my like last year of high school they were rolling out where like it was like a question answering game on Kahoot, but the thing was you were allowed to make your own username.
Oh, okay, so it could be
and it would show up on the front of the screen on the front of the class. So me and the boys would always be like Mrs. Peterson's pussy, and then it would show up, and then she'd be like, "Who is it? Who is that?" And we'd all be like, "I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, lady. Why don't you look between your legs, right?"
Yeah. Actually, I think that is you.
I think it's talking actually about you. It's not. It doesn't say Roy's pussy, does it, on the board?
Are you sure that isn't your username, ma'am?
Yeah. We'd be like, yeah, we'd get a little crazy. Yeah, it'd be at user registered nurse or something like that, and
right.
And the teacher would be like, okay, we're not playing until whoever that is changes their name, and you're like
starting an N tower in the username.
Yeah, because all your answers would show up, and it would tell you like who's winning or whatever. So then it would be like, wet thug butt cheeks is on a streak, and you're like, yeah, that's me. But yeah.
I think that might be you.
Who is that? Who is the wet thug butt cheeks? I'm curious who would pick such a name and who knows about stuff like that. Oh, it's a girl. Okay, no, never mind. Never mind.
I'm actually not interested.
So what is it, a joke to you or what? What is it, a joke? Wet men of color's butt cheeks? Is it a joke to you then, that kind of stuff? Because that's not very funny.
Homo thug butt cheeks? I don't see anything funny about that at all, actually.
What is so funny about homo thug butt cheeks, right? Nothing. It's actually very serious, and it's a very serious game they play with me in the shower.
Our Jean-Claude Van Damme's butt cheeks video got age restricted.
I saw that.
YouTube just ain't ready for...
I think it's part of a greater form of historical erasure, where they don't want young kids growing up with heroes such as JCVD anymore.
Right. They
Heroes
want them with no ass Chris Evans.
Assless Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
No, Timothy Chalamet is the only guy that when he wears jeans, his back pockets touch.
Yeah, all these male role models these days could never do a spinning kick to disarm a ghetto thug.
Timothy, longest back this side of the Mississippi Chalamet. Yeah. Timothy, belt on my bathing suit Chalamet.
And that's all kids these days have.
Yeah, they just have little twinks and guys. They don't have a role model with a big dump truck ass.
Yeah, it's constantly on screen as he sort of disarms a mugger.
Yeah, they also don't have role models that put the sex scenes of their movies in the first 10 minutes, and then the rest of it is about being swag. Now in a movie when there's a sex scene, it's under the green screen there. Now in the movie when there's a sex scene, it's at the late middle to end of the movie. But at JCVD, he's like, well, no, we'll fuck early and then the rest is fighting.
Is that how they go?
That's what Time Cop is. He fucks. He has sex. He shows his butt cheeks in the first 10 minutes. The rest of it, he barely thinks about his wife.
Nice.
He does, but she's not on screen.
That was all those classic Roger Corman movies.
Yeah.
Where it'd be kind of cool shit, but it'd make sure you see 6 different breasts throughout the movie.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Just almost contractually, it's going to be 90 minutes on the dot. You're going to see 3 pairs of tits.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll have a car chase.
Maybe.
If there's money.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I went to this movie and I saw a lot of breasts, but that's it.
Yeah, only breasts, actually.
So, Mr. Corman, my question to you, I suppose, is what is wrong with you?
I'm suing you.
When I'm done with you, pal, you'll never make another movie in this town again, okay? How does that sound?
Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm here to alert you that later in the day, we will be killing you because you're homeless.
Because you're homeless.
Hi, sir. I'm a representative of your local government, and I'm here to alert you that later in the day, we're going to kill you because you're homeless. hi, just letting you know.
We're going to do a new challenge. 1 homeless guy versus 100 gorillas.
It's a new challenge called Who Can Get My Gun First? The cop or the homeless guy? Who can get the cop's gun first? The cop or the homeless guy? If you get it, you get an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets it, we don't have to worry about you.
He shoots you.
If he gets it, the game is over. I'll put it to you like that. Just like a
who can get the sniper rifle first? The sniper in the sniper rifle nest or the homeless guy?
I think we need to trade drone operators. I was thinking about this today.
Mm-hmm.
We need to trade drone operators. I think the Ukrainian drone operators who are flying them into like Russian tanks need to come to the US.
Okay.
And the drone v bum guys need to go to Ukraine.
Sorry, the what guys?
The like homeless people versus drone guys. You know the guys who fly drones over homeless people and do like...
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
Really?
No.
It's called like bums versus drones or something?
And it's just people like kind of harass homeless guys with drones?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Sounds great.
They'll do like low passovers over like homeless people, and they'll be like, or they'll like fly. They'll just hover above them and like kind of stalk them throughout the day, just like right above them, and like as they move, they'll just slowly. So the footage is on Instagram is all them like looking up, like hey, and they'll like throw a flip flop at it or something and like miss,
and the flip flop will like fall into like a sewer. They'll have to reach in with their hands.
Yeah, the flip flop will fall and then he'll like drop 80 feet and then like almost land on their head, and they're like, ugh. It's really, you've never seen that?
No.
Oh man,
Sounds really good.
It's really good.
But they would go over to Russia and kind of spook Russian guys,
harass the Russian guys,
and
leave them alone. Basically, just give them sort of they'd be a pest.
And the ones that like drop little grenades and stuff would come over here.
They'd come over here and do their job.
Right. Just a sort of like wife swap.
You imagine being like in a cafe and then you just hear like. You look outside and like a cartoon, a homeless guy's been like evaporated.
Yeah.
You know?
Just constant.
It would be that for like a year, but then...
Yeah. Then all the drone guys could go back to Ukraine.
Then they can go back.
We wouldn't really need them. We wouldn't really need either group anymore.
No. The other group they could get into harassing protesters.
Yeah.
You know,
Hamasniks on college campuses.
Hamas versus drones. They're like, they're not dropping bombs. They're just bugging them.
Get out of here!
Yeah, Donald Trump proposing a new government trade with Zelensky. Mr. Bums versus drones, we have a new mission for you. A new mission.
Is it like one channel, or is this like a whole thing people do, like the sort of pedo hunting stuff?
I'm sure it's a whole thing people do, but there's like one main guy who like he posts a lot, and they're really funny.
I bet.
Yeah. It's just him like my favorite is when he does the like high stalking for like 2 hours.
Right. And these are sort of the like people who are probably going to be kind of bothered by that because they're doing crimes. Hey, I'm trying to start a fire over here.
Or they've like already thought that they've been drone stalked, and now they're seeing one, and they're like,
it'd be sick if there was a drone versus Fetterman guy. He's out there throwing a flip-flop and falling over.
Staffer's trying to calm him down. He's like an ogre shaking 21-year-old Yale grad staffers off him. He's ripping his Carhartt hoodie off.
Yeah.
He's flipping cars.
Taking
he's going
off one of his like Crocs and flinging it. Gets stuck in a tree.
He throws his iPad at the truck. Oh my God. Holy shit, we got to reach out to the Bums v Drones guy and see if we can get him to harass Fetterman for a day.
That'd be swag.
That'd be so funny.
I feel like you might get in a lot significant trouble doing that to a congressman,
a senator. I think what he's doing is illegal to do to homeless people as well.
Right.
However,
yeah.
Don't stop. I'm not going to say that, but kidding. Do whatever is legal, but also what you have already done allegedly maybe is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the like bum hunter guy, right?
Which one's that?
That's the dude with the like super bright flashlight who'll just pull up and just like beam them and be like, "Hey!"
Yeah,
What? His move of just hitting them with a like 10,000 lumen light and just, Hey!
Hey, like roaches.
Like a raccoon, just like they scutter up the ceiling of the subway tunnel.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, it's pretty solid stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about this because of our last Sonic Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Roy Cohn.
Back to
Because he's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But the Roypers.
The Roypers.
The Roypers.
That's good.
I'm a Royper.
Yeah.
You're a Royper.
Oh, definitely. What would a Roypers thing be?
I
Because
think
like a Groypers thing is being Mexican and blaming that on the Jews.
right, and I think a Roypers thing is being gay and blaming that on Jews.
Jews. Yeah.
or like being gay and blaming it on anything but an attraction to men.
Well, this wasn't in the movie, but I had heard in the past that Roy Cohn was like deeply anti-Semitic,
Wow.
and like he would often refer to the New York Times as the Jew York Times,
Which we've also done. We've referred to it as the Jew York crimes before, so that's pretty good.
but he coined that
Wow.
phrase.
So we were
Yeah.
proto-Roypers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Proto-Roypers. Actually, I'm not gay, you're Jewish.
Okay, maybe the only reason you're thinking I'm gay is because you're Indian.
Doing that while wearing like a feathered boa.
wearing my fucking shorts today, but they're higher. So, yeah, maybe the reason he's wearing little like booty shorts.
Yeah.
The reason you think I'm gay is because you're Indian.
Because you're Indian. Yeah, it's finally fucking jorts weather.
Oh, you busted out the jorts.
The Cenas.
Yeah.
The Cena original collection jorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jorts weather is nice.
It's beautiful out.
It was a gorgeous day today.
I'm sure a lot of our American listeners have had nice weather for a while, but for us it was winter 3 days ago.
We had snow a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And now it was like 25 today.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it was awesome
Busted
today.
out the jorts.
Yep. And I'm ready to roip.
Ready to roip.
British, never. There's a, anyway.
So I leave your roiped corpse in a
Yeah,
ditch.
there's a joke there about England that you guys can fill in the blanks on that.
Yeah.
Oi, sir, you got
Roipers.
Is this Royp halal?
Anyway, you know what I'm doing here.
I like roipers.
The Roypers, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm something of a roiper myself.
Right. So to you, I am the fucking right, but to me, you're Indian. So I've been doing.
Actually, you're Indian.
I haven't been able to stop with the fucking.
The fuck?
I've got this guy on the phone asking me if I need my air ducts clean. I said that's not my problem. He called me
Donald Trump, you are the fucking.
You are bastard bloody fucking.
You are bastard bloody. We will impeach you. You are the fucking.
Oh yeah. Who's that Chris Kattan-ass Indian guy?
His name's like Shri Thanadar or something.
Wow. Shri Thanadar.
Apparently, he used to run like a drug testing company, but he went bankrupt, so he just like abandoned the thing and let all the test dogs starve to death.
Sounds like another Indian American politician.
Yeah.
It's almost like a pattern.
Donald Trump, you are the fucking.
Donald Trump is the fucking, and he is also a bloody bastard.
I've got this weird little Chris Kattan guy calling me the fucking. I said, you're the fucking, I'm the fucking president.
Yeah,
That's what I am.
I am the fucking president.
Sure, I'm the fucking president. You're a fucking Indian. Okay, Mr. Kattan.
No, I'm not Chris Kattan.
Let's cut the shit. Obviously, you are Chris Kattan in a little suit. This is clearly a new Chris Kattan character.
Take the face paint off, Chris.
Chris, this is not funny anymore. You're calling my client the fucking. And from where we stand, Your Honor, and in regards to Mr. Kattan, to that, our rebuttal is, well, sir, you're clearly Indian.
Clearly, sir, you are Indian.
You're Indian, and
I
so
rest my case.
no further comment, Your Honor. He is Indian.
And me, I am straight.
And don't worry about me, sir. I am a straight Republican,
White,
just like yourself.
European man.
just like you, sir. And this guy is clearly an Indian Chris Kattan. So what are we doing here?
I ask you to kindly declare that he is actually the fucking.
I motion to have this case either thrown out or have this man indicted on counts of being Indian and the fucking. Okay? We're done here. I will never admit defeat to an Indian Chris Kattan such as that, especially with such slanderous terms as the fucking.
You, sir, are the fucking.
I'm not the fuck. I looked at him. I said, I'm not the fucking. You're the fucking. I'm the fucking president. But yeah, I think we're all Roypers here.
Yeah.
Being a Royper.
All the Roypers in chat.
Yeah. Roypers, welcome to the Roy Cohn show.
The Roy Cohn show.
Another guy accused me of being gay. There's a lot of crossover with Nick Fuentes and Roy Cohn, actually.
Some, I guess.
I mean, everyone thinks he's gay, and Nick Fuentes is clearly straight, just like Roy Cohn.
I guess, and everyone thinks he's Mexican, but he's... well...
I mean, Nick Fuentes is as hetero as Roy Cohn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why when a lie came out about Destiny sucking his dick, everyone believed it.
But was that a lie?
Everyone believed it.
Destiny roiped him. That he got roiped. That he got willingly roiped.
Roiped. When Roy Cohn wins a case, he calls it getting roiped.
You've been roiped.
Hanging up the phone. In summary, I would like to let you know that you and all your immediate family have been roiped.
Get roiped, dumbass.
I'm going to roip you financially. I'm going to roip you. Because in the movie he does his like intimidation shit.
Yeah.
Him hopping on the phone being like, I'm going to roip you financially, mentally, physically, right? You're gonna get roiped on all ends.
Guess what? You are the roiped.
The roiped. You are the roiped. Clearly you're the roiped.
You call me the fucking, well, you're clearly the roiped. Swishes his big silk cloak on.
He's totally naked under a silk cloak. I'm going to roip you financially, emotionally.
He's in court in a silk robe and keeps kind of showing his dick to everyone as it swirls around. Oh, excuse me, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm very busy, as you can see. And so, in summation, I would like to pass a motion to have this man roiped on all levels, physically, emotionally,
legally, financially, spiritually.
He is already. You could argue he's already spiritually roiped. That's why he's trying to mess with me. But I would like it to happen that he is also financially and physically roiped.
Can we make that happen, Your Honor?
Can we send him to the Guadalajara Roip Chamber? Can we send him to the Upper East Village Roip Chamber?
To my personal Upper West Side roiping room.
And as far as you, sir, I think you have a 2-year stint in the Manhattan Roip Chamber ahead of you.
The Roy Cohn Roip Chamber.
The Roy Cohn Institute of Roip. The Roy Cohn Institute of Roip in Upper Manhattan.
Yeah, the Roy Cohn Manhattan Institute of Roip.
ROYP Roip.
Roip. You've been roiped.
he lives into he's doing like TV ads, like he falls off and he's doing like Better Call Saul ass TV ads, and he's like,
yeah,
if you've been wronged or harmed in any kind of car accident, roip him.
Roip him right back.
Just roip him. If you've been abused, harmed, hurt at work, I'm here to roip for you.
He's the one guy who I wish hadn't died of AIDS.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine him in the internet age?
Him on Twitter?
He'd be a powerful poster.
Yeah. Yeah. Roy Cohn, if he was posting.
You're Jewish.
Like Roy Cohn online still telling everyone he's straight.
Yeah. To this day.
To this day.
I've just had liver cancer for the past 45 years, okay?
He's going on like 60 Minutes. He's going on Charlie Rose. They're like, and what do you say to all those who would say that you're in the closet? Can I laugh in your face, Charlie? Because clearly that's a lie. I've got a very rare form of mumps. I've had it for 40 years. It's getting worse. But quite honestly, I'm more brave than anyone who would accuse me of being gay because I'm out here doing this. What are they doing, right? Obviously,
Wearing his robe, just open, fully naked.
He's got nipple tassels on. He's got nipple tassels and a cursive text tattoo on his chest that says Josh.
Josh.
It says Josh, 1996 to 2012.
And if you'll excuse me, I have to go to a NOLA meeting.
I have to go to a no lawyers refused meeting.
Yeah. A no Roy's refused meeting.
He's involved in like the email leaks, like the Pizzagate email leaks. They're like, what is an NLR? That's no lawyers Royped meeting.
It's just in every single leak, like in the fappening. Bunch of pictures of him sucking dick.
Sucking his own dick. Yeah. There's MacBook webcam pictures of him sucking his own dick.
And just every time anybody's stuff leaks, there's also pictures of Roy Cohn.
Yeah, there's like
like when the Kim Kardashian sex tape comes out and like a reflection on the boat, you can see Roy Cohn sucking his own dick.
On the fucking who was the drummer of Motley Crue that had that sex tape with Pamela Anderson? What's his name? Tommy Lee?
Yeah, Tommy Lee.
He's also in the sucking his own dick. in the girl leaks too. He's in like the what was her name? Jennifer Lawrence leaks.
Yeah.
You can see in the mirror it's Roy Cohn taking her nudes but also sucking his own dick. He's like
you can see that the camera taking it is him in like selfie mode, sucking his own dick. She's just kind of in the background. And like every time there's a Me Too thing, it's like Harvey Weinstein actually made me have sex with him. And Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick.
He was the originator of the guy who got a rib removed so he could suck his own dick rumors in elementary school, but he used his Jewish power of persuasion to change it to Michael Jackson and Marilyn Manson.
And Kevin Spacey asked me if I wanted to come hang out with him and Roy Cohn in Atlanta.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is like Kevin Spacey and I dated. And Roy Cohn was sucking his own dick the whole time. In Kevin's house.
Yeah, like the Aziz Ansari girl. He was getting really aggressive and asking if he could give me a hug. And Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick.
Roy Cohn was in the backseat of my car sucking his own dick.
Yeah, Roy Cohn was in the backseat of his car sucking his own dick, and Aziz was like, "Hey, what about that?
What if you did that to me?" During the Chris Chan stuff, Roy Cohn was also in Chris Chan's house sucking his own dick. I got this new friend Roy. He's showing me how I can suck my own neo-vagina.
I've been actually practicing sucking my neo-vagina.
With my new friend Roy. Hey, Chris, don't mention me, huh? Yeah. You hear in the background, Chris? No.
Yeah, on a live stream.
No, Chris,
don't mention me, please.
Don't talk about me, Chris. That's not cool, okay? Hey, not cool, buddy.
Not cool, buddy.
That's so fucking funny, dude. Roy Cohn sucking his own dick everywhere.
Yeah. Did you hear that Woody Allen married his stepdaughter and Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick?
Yeah, Roy Cohn would go to Little St. James just to suck his own dick.
Yeah. He's in on every single Epstein flight log includes Roy Cohn.
What were you doing there? I was, doing stuff for myself, really.
Yeah, more legal kind of stuff, personal things.
But mostly it was it was a self-healing journey.
And Prince Andrew was there, and he was sweating all over me. And Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick. And then after it happened, he called me the Royped.
in Russell Brand's book where he talks about being like a dirtbag. He's like, and also Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick. Roy Cohn was also there sucking his own dick. Yeah, Russell, no, don't cut me out of the book.
No need to mention that, Russell.
This is more about you, man. There's no need for me to be in the book, I don't think.
This is actually about you telling your truth.
So, yeah, maybe leave what I'm doing out. I'll put that in my book. How about that? How about that's for my book, Get Royped.
Did he write a book?
No, I don't know. Maybe he should call it Get Royped.
Get Royped.
The Roy Cohn story.
The Roy Cohn story. Maybe we should write a Roy Cohn book.
You should call it Royped or 120 Days of Cohn.
Yeah, and it should just be, the real Roy Cohn story.
Just all sorts of Hollywood abuse stories, but we mentioned that Roy Cohn was there sucking his own dick.
Yeah.
That's such a funny visual, man. Like him in the background of like Diddy parties sucking his own dick.
At Bill Cosby's house in the lewd room. He's just sucking his own dick.
Yeah, it's like an old interview with what's his name? Burt. Who's the guy from Smokey and the Bandit? Burt
Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds. Like an old interview with Burt Reynolds in Playboy where he's like, yeah, and Roy Cohn would always stop by, and he would do this crazy party trick where he'd hang out at the Playboy Mansion and just, he could suck his own dick, the guy could.
Yeah, a Playboy Mansion photo of, like, Bill Maher, totally naked, eyes doing the glowing red dog thing. And you see in the background of the grot, two giant Nubian princesses on each arm. And in the very background of the grotto, it's like, what's that little folded up shape?
Skinny little.
He's sucking his own dick.
Who's the little skinny Jewish alien who's all folded up on the couch?
Get raped or 120 days of sucking your own dick. The Roy Cohn story.
Roy, for 120 days of self-suck. Oh my god! Oh my! You remember that? Oh my god! Holy shit, dude! That's so funny.
It is.
Oh.
Damn, we just hit 10K watched hours on YouTube.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Damn! Shout out!
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
10,000 hours. That's what they say. It takes 10,000 hours to master something.
So there's some guys who've watched us for 10,000 hours.
Presumably, it's mostly one guy who's now this close
to mastering the pod, and a guy who can make the jokes before we do.
Yeah.
A guy who's mastered the chromist, the Royped mindset.
Yeah, sitting in a giant chair,
They're
yelling out each line.
They're going to talk about Royped.
They're going to say he sucks his own dick.
They're going to say that. Oh, okay, they're bringing up Roy Cohn. They're going to mention how he should be a roiper. Yep, and he's Royped. Get Royped. Yep.
And they're going to make a play on the popular internet phrase, the raped, but call it the Royped.
Honey, you need to go to bed. It's late. Shut the fuck up. They're about to call him Royped. I'm going to do it. Yep, correct.
Correct.
Another one in the back.
Another one.
Correct.
Another point for me.
Another point for It's Roy himself. Yeah. Another point for me, obviously.
On his special iPad app. Dink. Another point for Roy.
It's John Fetterman watching the show. Yeah.
They're pretty, I don't know. I think they're pretty funny.
Hey, it's me, John Fetterman. I'm neurodivergent.
Yeah, now that this article's come out, he should just lean into that.
Just being neurodivergent.
Yeah, and start wearing, like, even bigger shorts and bigger hoodies.
I don't know if they make them bigger. My only concern with that is I'm not sure they even make big enough. Like, he's wearing the biggest clothes I've ever seen on a guy. I've never seen anyone in bigger clothes than he's got the most, like, parachute-ass t-shirt on. It's, like, huge on him. Like, if he went a size down, he wouldn't look like such a fucking ogre, but he's wearing enormous clothes.
Yeah. I don't even know how many X's that would be.
I think he's rocking, like, triple X's.
I think he's, like, 7 feet tall.
Jesus.
Well, you want to roll over into the dark zone?
Yeah, let's head to the page. This was a blast and a half, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, as
Thanks
always.
for joining us.
Holy cow.
Join us on the Patreon, the best $5 you could possibly spend.
Literally.
An extra hour of mirth per week.
Yeah.
Discord access.
Yeah.
Minecraft server access.
Right, which we recently sort of... What's the word for that? It was the unofficial Minecraft server, and then we looked at it and we went, okay, that's the official one now.
I mean, it's whatever it is when you, like, break a bottle on a ship.
We like christened it.
Christened it.
Yeah.
Yes, the official Minecraft
We've
server.
christened it. It's now the guys made it, and then
Yeah.
I heard they did it, and I went, okay, that's the one now. Then
And you can go and look at all of their nice houses or my fuck-ass tower.
And I'm working on a Royped chamber.
A Royped chamber deep underground.
Deep.
You won't find it.
You'll never find it. Good luck. Good luck. You can look, but you'll never find it.
Yeah.
Guys, this was fun.
All right.
Have a good rest of your week. Peace. Wagwan. See you later.